Goldylocks Productions provides professional internet, TV, and radio shows in the spiritual and New Age genre.
And hello, everyone, and welcome to the Magical Journey Show with your host, Reverend Bryan Rawls, and co-host Keri White.
Hi.
She is our special guest this evening, and we will be basically doing a little bit of teaching, as well as also doing tarot readings. Keri will be pulling some cards for folks as not only just my assistant, but also a psychic medium and a certified aromatherapist, as well as a level 2 Reiki practitioner. So she has a lot of background like I do, but she doesn't necessarily work the same way I do. So please understand that she is going to be doing tarot readings where she will pull either 1 to possibly 2 cards for folks, depending on the question. But first and foremost, I'm going to kind of hand over the mic to Keri and allow for Keri to kind of introduce herself and kind of give everyone an understanding of how she expresses herself through magic and magic, as well as also guiding people along their journey and path. So without further ado, here goes Keri.
Hi, everybody. So just a quick brief info on my background. I know Bryan did tell you some things. I've been practicing for about 13 years, going on 14 actually this year. I'm also the high priestess of the Silver Circle Coven, where Bryan is the high priest. So we have worked together for quite a long time. It's been a long time. The difference in me and Bryan is that I work mostly with the Fae realm. I have fairies all over me, all around me, all the time. They're all in my house. If you were there for the last show, I think we kind of talked about, my little fairies all in my house. So, yeah, I get my energy and all from them. And with them, it's more, the Fae are a bit more vague, because the more determined that you get with them and the more in depth that you want from them, the Fae bargain a lot. So it's constantly getting very, very into it, down to the nitty gritty of what you want to know. It takes a lot. It takes a lot. It takes a lot of communication. But she has kept me up several nights. She is very open. She's very blunt. She was the actual Romany elder of her tribe. So she did everything. She did herbal remedies. She did the reading. She did fortune. She basically was the elder.
On top of the altar for Beltane, there's rich greens and color reflectivity of the springtime colors, like what the colors that you would see for like Easter, like the bright yellow, the bright pink, the bright green, the kind of like the pastel colors.
The candle, you also want to have a candle to represent the Beltane fire. That is majorly important, because as we said, the Beltane is a lot about, rebirth, renew, and that is all a part of the fire symbol also.
Yes, and you can also dress the candle in kind of like fertility symbols, such as like the phallus symbol, or the mother goddess symbol, or the energy of the okay, so the energy of the horned god. So it kind of goes hand in hand with allowing your creativity and your understanding to shine through, and how you believe Beltane should look. Because remember, what may work for one person may not work for another. And there's individuality in our spiritual practice. And that's what is the best thing about spirituality, period, is you make it your own. Mm-hmm. So...
Well, you know, my little fairy stuff will have like every color of the rainbow. I'll have some glitter.
Yes. And now also, Keri, now when you started working with the fairy realm, how was the energy of how did it influence your life?
It honestly, working with the Fae has influenced my life a lot. Honestly, I had like the blackest thumb ever. I could kill it before it was a seed. Yeah, I mean, it was terrible. And, you know, now Bryan can tell you, you know, my garden is, you know, thriving. I have flowers, I have sprouts, I have all kinds of stuff coming up. And, you know, they've really blessed me. They've really helped me. There are fairies all in my house, as you well know. And it is just a colorful, hot mess drain. Yes, I love it.
It's actually quite overwhelming if you're not used to it. But if you are well diverse with the spiritual realm, like Keri and I, it's not too or it's not overwhelming in that sense. It's just a lot of energy in one space.
And there's a lot of trickery that goes on. I have probably about 20 Fae creatures in my house. They're all different types. I have some imps. I have some brownies. I have, you know, your normal elven fairies. I have I have 2 goblins that I hide in my closet, you know. So finding your keys in the morning can be a bit of a problem. Or, you know, we had incense stick completely disappear, and we were both watching it. It just disappeared and ended up in my front foyer on the floor.
Yes.
I mean, so, you know, they make things interesting, but, you know, I love working with fairy energy. It's very open. It's very bright. As I said, you know, when you ask something from the Fae as far as a favor-wise, not as far as me getting help with my readings or with a healing or a ritual or things like that, but when I personally ask on behalf of someone or something for a specific item, you know, it is a bargain. It is how they do, and you have to be very specific. You have to know you have to make every
your Fae.
Well, you know. And
then remember, each fairies are all fairies are different, and as all of my clients do know, I do have what is called a fairy reading.
I do a reading with him, and it's a very extended reading, and he gives a lot of information. He does request, you know, plant some flowers. Usually he gives me a specific number of flowers or a specific type and color of flower that he would like planted. Then we have Lily Ann, and she's an older Fae. Yeah, you can't tell by looking at her or talking to her. Obviously they age very different than we do. Hers fluctuate just a little bit. I can be specific in some ways. A lot of times she likes honey, sweet, any type of sweet cake. Not sugar wise, but more natural wise. Fruits, berries. She loves yogurt.
Yes.
Nuts, grains, pretty much like that.
Tobacco.
That's more Marin style. Lillian.
Well, I'm talking about in general.
Yeah, in general, yes.
Kind of like a general outline of what fairies like.
Okay, they love honey. Any type of honey mead, pure honey. Yes, milk. Yes, milk. They love milk, but they actually prefer heavy cream. Yes. The all natural heavy cream. Nuts of any type, anything all natural. You really, if you want to make something, you want to make sure it's all organic. It's all nuts and fruits. You're using pure organic product. Otherwise, they tend to get a bit gassy. And I'm not saying that funny wise, but they really do. And it is something else.
Oh my.
Do not give them soda. They don't like soda. Wine is okay. Wine is okay. They love wines. Different types of wines is fine. Flowers. They love flowers. They love crystals. Anything bright, shiny, tinkling. They love music. They love flowers. So
bells are a big thing that I keep in my garden and on my and near my
wind
fairy.
chimes.
Ariana loves bells, but that's just her. So Keri, would you be delighted to do some readings for some
I would
folks?
love to.
Okay, so I'm going to tell everyone the number for the folks that want to call in. The area code is 323-870-3791. And all folks that want to get on to ask Keri a question, and I will only pop in if there is a direct message, okay? But that's the only reason why I will jump in. So now we're gonna go to the phone callers, but Keri, how would you like to request them to ask their question, or how would you like them? Do you need their birthday? Do you need their name?
I need your first and last name, and I also would like to have your birthday and a question. Because I'm only going to pull one or two cards, kind of depending on the question. And you're going to get, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, some might be specific, but a lot of faith, especially when introduced with someone new, will be vague. Okay, so.
Yes. Okay. Now, we will go directly to the phone callers, and our first phone caller is 865. Area code 865. First name and question, please.
Hi, thank you, Bryan. Thank you, Keri. This is Lynn, L-I-N. And my question is, will you all feel with me any good things coming up for me in the next few weeks, months, week and off?
All right, what's your last name, hon?
Don't say Olivia.
And your date of birth?
1/5/56.
Okay, so we've got a little bit of moon energy coming in here, and it's causing your water sign to, your emotions are going to be fluctuating a little bit in the next few weeks and months. However, you do have good fortune coming your way. You will triumph over this, and that has a lot to do with our Mercury moon right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Scorpio moon.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm still back a week. Our Scorpio moon has got you a little bit elevated, and you're kind of doing this thing right here with your emotions, and are you feeling a bit, I hate to say bipolar, but that's the only way I know to.
Are you feeling kind of fluctuating?
Yeah, I'm feeling all sorts.
Right. There is a specific task that you have coming your way that has got you feeling like this. But you will triumph over it, and I do see really good things coming for you, I'd say, in the next 6 months. And this is more work-wise is how I'm getting. I'm getting a feeling of a job, of like a briefcase type. Maybe it's a client coming your way or a new prospect for you. But I'm getting the feeling of carrying a briefcase. So I'm feeling more towards the work-wise.
Work? Awesome. I'm interested in work, but I'm really not sure. I wasn't really sure what I'm in my 16th, so I'm really, kind of wondering, what kind of work I'm doing.
Are you feeling a bit restless because you feel like you need to be working? Like you have too much time on your hands?
No, not really. It's just something that I feel that I want to do this year. Also, I'm making a move. I'm getting help, and I'll be doing that within the next 2 weeks. And I think I want to do some sort of work. I haven't worked for some years, and I think I want to do something.
that, but I see you sitting at a desk with different little projects, different little it's almost like different little sections of project.
One main project.
Yeah, one main project that basically has or will take you a good amount of time, but an amount of time that is within that 6-month time frame. And they show here that there's a lot of triumph over this, and there's also a lot of connectivity and connecting to your inner soul. But they are warning that the inner critic may begin to show itself in a shadow, kind of like a shadow working. Okay, so the shadow self may come out in, I would say, the next 2 months. So, but other than that, everything else looks great. That job looks very promising.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't you say that there's an increase in finances?
Wow.
There's definitely a passion for what you're doing. There's definitely a passion, and passion always creates a manifestation of production in anything that you're doing. If this project, you're going to be very, very passionate about. Very, very passionate about, and that is going to lead you to a lot of success and a lot of happiness. I feel like more fulfillment, if that makes sense to you. More fulfillment.
Awesome, yes.
All right. Well, it's been great talking to you, Lynn.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you both. Thank you.
You're very welcome, Lynn. And please stay tuned for Keri's contact information. If you would like to get a more in-depth reading with her, you can contact her at
thesilverwhisper.com.
At thesilverwhisper@gmail.com.
Yeah, just email me directly, guys, and I can hook you up.
All right. So let's go on to our next phone caller. And our next phone caller is 805 Donna. Hello, Donna. How are you?
Hi, Bryan. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. And what can we help you with?
Well, my finances aren't too good, and I want to know if things get getting better. I have been lucky before. I want a car, and I want a couple of trips.
Okay.
But I get my Social Security, but it's not about me.
Right. Okay, Donna, what's your last name?
Heath, that's the candy bar, Heath.
Okay, and your date of birth?
4/22/1954.
Okay. Yes, there is definitely a change coming in your finances. You're going to undergo a major financial transition, and this will be.
Oh, good.
Do you have a specialty, like a personal specialty?
I'm sorry. No, I don't. If I'm retired, I don't have one now, but I went to home health care.
Home health care.
You're a healer, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
You need to check into working with. I see crystals and a lot of herbs. More like what we call the kitchen witch.
Kind of like the kitchen witch or herbalist type energy.
Yeah.
And gem elixirs that look to be like your forte, because I see you doing some type of infusion or concoction of some sort, where elixirs are not necessarily ingestible elixirs, but more like elixirs that basically can possibly be put on the skin,
like a balm
or a balm
spray.
Those types of infusions, tinctures, that type of energy. There's really a lot of healing energy around you.
Yes, yes. And that is actually going to bring about some change for you. It's going to help you out a little bit. I don't
understand that when you say about the bombs and infusers. So do I buy something for this? Or?
No. These are more like the old home remedies. Is the best way I know to.
Like basically saying that you possibly start to experiment in making some of your own
herbal blends or herbal teas.
Blends, kind of like lotions, stuff like that. So I see a lot of creativity behind this, and also some healing being expressed through this.
And I see a lot of crystal energy. A lot of crystals. Do you have a fascination with crystals?
I think they're pretty. I do have a couple in my house.
Because I see you surrounded by crystals, like almost in a crystal cave. And it's what that is that just means it shows me that you have a love for the beauty and the feel of the mineral of the crystal, the actual function of what it does for you. Yeah, you may not understand it. You may think, oh, this one's pretty, but actually it's actually helping to lift and open you up. You have a natural affinity for different stones. And that is actually a blessedly wonderful gift to have. A lot of people, it takes a little bit to get there.
And then also, I don't know.
I think I do.
Do you have grandchildren?
No, I don't. I never had kids. I have.
Okay, who has children around you?
My sister Desiree. She has 3 now. She's lost her 19-year-old son a year ago, but she has 3.
Okay, because they're saying they're telling me something around crystal children, children with the opaque auras, and basically this is a hybrid type children that you may begin to start allowing for or allowing yourself to help these crystalline children wake further up.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because I'm very close to them. They're like my kids. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, so
there's definitely a lot of healing going on with you.
Inner child work.
And I think a lot of it's going to be through the crystals. I think you're going to end up infusing the crystals, maybe without knowing it, but just like, for example, when you hold a crystal and you think about certain things, you're actually putting your energy into it, especially like quartz. Like, I don't know if you can see that, but like clear quartz holds energy really, really well. So whatever energy you put it in, and then you say, hey, give it to your nephew or your niece, say, hey, this is for you. Then all that positive energy slowly releases onto that person and does different healings. Even without you or the other person being aware of it, it can do that.
Wow.
Yes. And I feel like that's something you should check into very much further, because the affinity you have for it is overwhelmingly wonderful. It's a beautiful thing. Your aura is like a deep shade of indigo, and it has like little, it looks a lot like a lapis stone. If you know what a lapis lazuli looks like. If you don't, you can go online and look it up. It's a beautiful, beautiful stone. That's a lot like what I'm getting from your aura.
Oh, yeah, I had an aura picture, and it was so indigo. It was unbelievable.
Yes, yes.
Wonderful.
Yes, that is wonderful. And that's a beautiful color, and it's a beautiful thing to have.
Okay.
I want to go get some crystals.
Yeah, go get some crystals and start playing with their energies. And even if it's just sitting with the crystal like this, and holding it between your hands and maybe whispering to it, or blowing on it to awaken it, or clapping at it to awaken it, or get creative.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do that. Wonderful.
All right, Donna, you have a wonderful evening.
And
Thank you. You too. I appreciate this. Thank you very much.
You are very welcome.
And you can feel free to email us at either one. I'm at and this is Keri speaking, I am at thesilverwhisper@gmail.com if you'd like a more in-depth reading. Or you can go to Bryan's website page to contact him.
Yes, you can go to magiccaljourney.com at AMAGICKALJOURNEY.com. And we are going to go to, we're going to now, speak a little. Who is this? Hello? Okay, so we're now going to speak. Thank you, Donna.
Thank you, Donna.
Thank you. I apologize. I appreciate that, Donna. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So we're going to speak a little bit about some different things that can. All right. Well, first off, I wanted to speak a little bit about HISOP. Okay. And in case you
pour it on the paper.
Yeah, I'll show a little bit of what HISOP is.
All right.
Okay,
so
that is HISOP.
I'm going to try to get you where. Nope.
That's HISOP right there, and it's a natural cleansing herb, and for folks and it's actually a biblical herb.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
it's all in the Bible.
Yes, it's all in the Bible, and it actually helps cleanse and purify and whiten the aura. Okay, and you can find it at like your local metaphysical shop. You can also find it at luckymojo.com. You can find it at Amazon or even eBay or mountainroseherb.com.
Mm-hmm.
And what HISOP does is, as I said before, it whitens the aura.
It helps clear you. If you have any type of eccentric negative attachments,
Yes,
it will definitely, you're definitely going to want to follow the instructions, and Bryan will give you some to wash in this. And you want to soak, you really want to soak. You want to make sure you get it from head to toe, because you don't want to leave one spot uncovered with this. That's a big thing, because when you're talking about clearing your aura, you want to clear the whole aura, not just a piece of it.
Exactly. So HISOP is a good way to do that. And this is a alternative to like saging yourself. So if you have a little bit of time and you have a little bit of a bathtub, and you are able to relax in a bathtub, this is a good way to cleanse and whiten your aura. So I'm going to teach you how to do it real quick. And very simple. So basically what you do is you think of this as a coffee cup. Okay, so this would be an 8-ounce coffee cup, and then you want to take 1 teaspoon. That's 1 teaspoon. Okay, you would take 1 teaspoon, make you a strong tea out of it. Okay, and then you put it in your bathtub, or you just throw the water in your bathtub, and then you light a white candle. And for Christians and folks that work with the Bible, you can say Psalm 51. And for folks that don't work with the Bible or don't know the Psalms, they can use their own prayer of whitening their aura or cleansing their aura. Mm-hmm. It all works upon how you individualize it. And remember, individualizing and making magic your own is basically what we're here to do. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people think that making magic your own is disrespectful. No, it's not. It's a way of growing, a way of growth. It's a way of advancing advancing from the basics, because everybody is still teaching the basics. Everybody's within the basics. So and almost everybody knows the basics. So why not advance and create it and make it your own? Okay.
I also want to add to that, when you take this bath, because there's no way you're going to be able to strain all this out, and even if you don't strain it at all, that's completely fine. once you're done with the bath, let the water run out. Let the shower rinse you off. Make sure you rinse off really good, and it kind of just helps wash any negative lingering water that might have attached itself to you down the drain. So that's that's kind of just the little follow-up. So
Okay, so we're going to go straight back to the phone lines, and since this this high stop has been used, and I'm going to reuse this high stop for myself because I've been touching it, and let's go directly back to the phone lines, and we're going to pick up. Yes, exactly, Tiffany, exactly. So let's go on to Miracle at 310. Miracle at 310. First name and question. Oh, we already know your first name. Hey, Miracle.
Yes, my first name is Novo.
Hey, Noko.
Hi, how are you today?
doing good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I was doing, I think I'm using the candles to make my finance, make myself financially stable. But again, in this last week, financial growth is slow. And I'm doing the cleaning towards the sky. But I think my fear is the one that really blocks me. Because this time, I left to work with another city, maybe in Los Angeles. I'd like to know if there's something great coming on my way.
Okay. So see if anything is standing in Noko's way.
Okay.
All right, give her just a second, Noko. Just take some deep breaths in while she's shuffling the cards.
Have you been given advice before from someone with how do I want to put this? That's had a little bit of practice with this before? Have you been given advice and haven't really kind of went your own way with it?
I'm sorry?
She's been experimenting with candle magic. This is Noko. She is one that we spoke to last time you were on, and she basically had she was basically using the candles in a way basically to manifest things, manifest money, manifest the way a way she experiences energy.
Okay, so you have a little bit of a block, okay? Your block is more of the connection to your creativity is a little bit blocked. Someone that can help you with that would be like someone like Bryan.
Are you scared to do it wrong? Are you scared? Are you scared to do it wrong?
Yes, I think that is part of my, that is a huge issue.
Okay. Tell her she can't do nothing wrong.
Okay, here's the thing, hun. When you're doing candle magic, okay, and you're trying to manifest something, okay, you have to understand that the divine, although the divine can work miracles, it doesn't happen all the time, okay? Otherwise, candle magic is very, very easy, and you don't need to be scared of it. It is something that you can conquer with no problem. Don't be scared of it. I'd say, hey, if you were putting a curse on somebody, then yeah, you might want to be a little wary. But just to try to manifest opportunities or something generic like that, go for it. There is really no wrong way, as long as you kind of understand your candle colors and how they relate to what you're working with. If you're dressing it with oils and herbs, I suggest go to a very, very good, reputable dealer to make sure that you're getting the correct product and the product that you're looking for, especially if they're pre-blended oils.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, kind of go nuts.
No, remember, we will have a lot of products in the Silver Whisper store here very soon.
Yeah.
So please stay tuned if you are looking for a reputable person that works with oils or herbal work or even candle work. And I mean, me and Keri will be eventually doing some candle workshops, so I would definitely stay tuned for that.
Also, you can contact either Bryan or myself if you'd like some private work, some private help, or just need to, kind of run something by us. I certainly don't mind. I'm sure Bryan does not mind.
Nope.
Email us or email me directly or email Bryan. And, if you need a little guidance, we're here for you.
Yes, because candle, the working with the candle is actually myself. So I needed to have the right people, right person to learn from. And also at the same time, I wasn't sure I did the right thing about this Saint Expedite.
All right, so let me tell you a little bit about Saint Expedite, okay? As long as you have him a glass of water, candlelight, his picture, and him some pound cake, you can't go wrong by him. You can't do it wrong.
It's all about your intention that you put.
It's all
behind
about
it.
what you ask them to do. Okay? It's all about the verbalization or the verbiage that you tell the candle what to do. Because if you don't, all right, so say for instance, this is a candle. It is just a candle until I tell it what to do. Okay? So it's just a candle with a wick. All right? Now, if I say, candle, you're going to be my conduit to bring money to me. So what I would basically do is I would charge the candle, wake it up by blowing on it, clapping at it, or even pulling it to your heart and holding it at heart level and praying it into, or making it magical, making it yours, making it special, basically. That's what you're doing, is you're making it special. You're making it what's correct for you. And
you're loading it with your personal intentions that you're using for it for.
Okay, so it's all about the intention and all about how the intention is sent out. Okay, so once you light that wick, that's when you say your intention. And as you light your wick, then you wait until magic happens. Okay, so you won't be able to do this wrong, Noko. So I will tell you, keep on lighting your candles and light. Light them until you are all illuminated, because you cannot go wrong with candle magic unless you put out a negative intention. And I don't feel as if you're going to put out any negative intentions and use it badly. Okay, so trust yourself, and definitely go all out. Go all out if that's how you want to make your candle magic. Allow for it to blossom in new ways, because candle magic, it has room for advancement. Okay, it's just how you it's basically how you execute it, and how you bring it into being for you and make it you. Okay, so thank you for calling in, Noko. Thank you so very much. Okay, so we have a couple more minutes remaining. We don't have any more phone callers at the moment, but I wanted to tell some folks that to be fully present, be fully here in the body during this time, because this time is a powerhouse full of downloads, and as you're downloaded ever so quickly, it can be exhausting. It can be tiresome and kind of give you a headache at certain times. But understand that this too shall pass. Okay, so Keri, now kind of give everybody a little bit of what you specialize in and how you may be able to help a client.
Okay. I do a lot of elven and fae spiritual work, a lot of the ancient rituals. I do a lot of things when it deals with a client and love and their relationships, either their present relationships, their past relationships, their past live relationships. I do a lot of herbal infusions and healings. I am a certified aromatherapist. I do make customized and your normal infusions when it comes to essential oils. I actually, when we go into the store and we get that up and going, we're hoping, cross our fingers, everybody bless us, send us good vibes, positive vibes. We will be up and running hopefully by September. That is our goal. I'll have soaps.
As a separate entity.
Yes, it'll be a separate entity.
And then all of my folks that I have personal products or specialty products, you will be able to find in the store as well.
Yes.
So be basically prepared that this will be an all spiritual supply store. Yes. For your leisure, and for folks that don't have time to actually go out and about to the metaphysical store and purchase. So
and I do a lot of custom. I will do a lot of custom work. Incenses, soaps, candles, bath bombs, lotions. I'll have some that are just the normal ones that I'll come out, but I do customize. So, when we come out with that, you guys, if you need something, just hit me up. It is something that I'm going to have to talk with you one-on-one about to kind of get a feel for what I'll need. But yeah, we're stepping into this whole next phase of our business, and it's bringing in a lot more of me, where I do a lot more hands-on. Yes. I'm more hands-on.
So kind of give you your contact, give everyone your contact information.
Great. So you can email me directly at thesilverwhisper@gmail.com. And you can email me anytime, day or night. I also, if you need to get me through, if you know Bryan's page on Facebook, you can look me up in his friends. I'm under Keri White. You can message me on Facebook.
And you can message her directly, or you can also message me, and then yes. I can get up with Keri for you, and then y'all can collaborate something on y'all's own, or on y'all's own personal time. So, yes. And if anybody wants to have a more in-depth reading with me, obviously a lot of you folks already know how to get in contact with me, such as amagicaljourney.com, amagickaljourney.com. You can also call the office at 586-659-9620. You can also email me at angelicguidance13@gmail.com, and also go to the blog at bryanrawls.com. And again, Keri's email is thesilverwhisper@gmail.com. And also, I want everyone to kind of go back to the blog and check out how to sign up for the full moon and 9-degree Scorpio transmission, as well as also the Beltane activation, because me and myself and Keri will be on Beltane day and evening. We will be doing ritual and basically serving the Green Man and
The May Queen.
The May Queen. So basically, y'all are in for a treat. And
unfortunately, the rest of our coven cannot be there. It is a working day, and so
it will just be us
Yeah.
two. But definitely check that out. And the way of purchasing is either contacting me directly at angelicguidance13@gmail.com, or you can also go to my blog at www.bryanrawls.com, and there will be a PayPal link there that you can make your purchase of $35 for participation fee, and then you will receive a full moon transmission on the 29th or 30th, depending on where you are and when and where you're located on planet Earth. And then you will also receive a activation JPEG and possibly MP3 of the Beltane ritual. And thank you everyone for joining the Magical Journey show with us tonight, and we hope that you had a very enjoyable time. And
thank you for having me.
You are very welcome.
Thank you, Tiffany.
And also, I want to thank Tiffany White Sagewoman for producing the Magical Journey show. I would like to thank Goldylocks Productions for producing the Magical Journey radio show. And I want to thank all the callers that called in this evening. And thank you all once again. And again, thank you, Keri. And any last words that you would like to say?
I'll see you next month.
All right. And thank you so very much. Much love to everyone. Let angel wings guide your dreams. Blessed be. And namaste.